it's time to pack up your stuff and take Steve and Hayley with you, Francine, because Stan is just not husband material for you. Hey everyone, Keyway Mackay writer Nathan here, and today I will be discussing the top 10 reasons why Francine Smith from American Dad should file for divorce against Stan. Starting with number 10, his infidelity. In the episode, It's Good to Be Queen, Stan is elated over the fact that he was chosen to be the homecoming queen at his high school prom, and can't wait to rub it in the faces of their classmates at their reunion. However, it was revealed that Francine was a runner-up, and Betty Sue was meant to be the homecoming queen. Wanting to be with the real homecoming queen, he spends the rest of the reunion with Betty Sue, while Francine is with Stan's CIA body double. Number 9. He's extremely shallow, and he admitted only marrying Francine for her looks. In the episode, Shallow Vows, Stan and Francine get ready to renew their wedding vows when Stan reveals a shocking truth, and that's that he only married Francine for her looks. That's when Francine reveals to Stan during the day they're going to renew their vows that without the cosmetic changes she painstakingly applies on a regular basis, her true self is far from au naturel. Francine refuses to renew their vows until Stan admits that he loves Francine for who she really is. And he does. Only after he has his retina surgically removed, resulting in him being rendered completely blind. And afterwards, they share the most cynical vows ever. Number 8. He's sexist. Stan is somewhat of a staunch conservative and believes in traditional values. However, he takes his views on gender way over the line. An overbearing know-it-all, Stan believes that women's place should be in the household and oftentimes gets stressed out and threatened whenever Francine starts showing any signs of independence. In the episode Stan of Arabia, Stan wishes to go back to the time where women had no say or do and are forced to told what the husband tells them. He seems to get his wish when he moves his family to Saudi Arabia, and where women are forced to do whatever the men say. Number 7. He only thinks of committing violent and criminal acts. In order to get what he wants, Stan often resorts to extreme measures, like how in the pilot episode where he kidnaps singer and actress Hilary Duff to go on a date with his socially awkward and nerdy son, Steve. He also kidnapped gay couple Greg and Terry's daughter Libby in the episode Surrogate, and plans on taking her, along with the adoptive children of a lesbian couple, to an orphanage in Nebraska, and where gay people have no rights. And let's not also forget what he did to several of his mom's boyfriends. There was also the time in the episode Bully for Steve, and where he poses as a high school bully in order to toughen his son Steve up. Number 6. He's arrogant, and he puts his family in danger just to prove that he's right. Stan has a strong desire to prove to everyone that he's right about everything, even though he's admit he's wrong about everything. In the episode Most Adequate Christmas Ever, Stan, while trying to find the perfect Christmas tree by himself, ends up dying in the process, and he nearly causes his family to freeze to death in the process. There's also the time in Apocalypse to Remember, Stan has his family retreat to the mountains because he doesn't want them to know that he's wrong about there being an apocalypse coming. Number 5. He secretly had Francine hypnotized. In White Rice, while Francine thinks that Stan is taking her to a marriage counselor, he's actually taking her to see a hypnotist to make her forget all the bad stuff Stan has done over the years. One day, the hypnotist is fed up, and he makes Francine remember all the bad stuff that Stan had ever done. To that end, Stan takes Francine to the CIA to have her memory erased. Number 4. He had a perfectly healthy Francine admitted to a mental hospital. In the episode American Fung, Stan panics because he forgot to get Francine a wedding and anniversary gift, and he hatches a harebrained scheme. And that plan is to have Francine admitted to the local mental hospital so he can find the perfect gift for her. However, by the time he comes to pick her up, he is still scrambling for gift ideas. Number 3. His son died because he put off vaccinations. In Great Space Roaster, following a comedic roast on Roger's birthday, Roger becomes homicidal and targets the Smith family for revenge. During their time on a space station, Francine remembers another misdeed Stan had done. It was revealed that Hayley had a twin brother named Bailey, and they were planning to have both kids vaccinated, but only Hayley got vaccinated instead of Bailey and her both. Since we don't see him in future episodes, it is possible that the poor boy had died as a result of not getting vaccinated. Number 2. he shot Francine in the arm. Following the events of Hurricane, in which there was a brief crossover with The Cleveland Show and Family Guy, Stan is in a standoff with Cleveland Brown and Peter Griffin, until Francine comes out of the house to wonder what's going on, and a startled Stan winds up shooting her in the arm by accident. Yeah, it's bad enough that Stan has a very long history of being irresponsible with firearms. Finally, number 1, he framed her for murder. In the episode 4 Little Words, Stan assists his boss, Deputy Director Avery Bullock, on a blind date with one of Francine's best friends, Melinda. However, during their first date, Director Bullock winds up killing Melinda by accident. Whoops. In order to hear Francine say the words, "I told you so," he frames her for the murder, and as a result, she flees to an impoverished village in India. There should be a episode in American Dad, and where Francine finally puts her foot down, files for divorce, takes custody of Steve and Hayley, files a restraining order against Stan, and then he finally has him arrested and sent to prison for good. Next time, I will be discussing the top 10 reasons why Peter Griffin from Family Guy should be arrested. This is Keegan and Cat Rider Nathan signing off. See you next time.